Yo, it's me. I'm here mainly to talk about some bangers to cope with the fact that I just lost my boy to Alex Pereira. My goat, my MMA goat, Yuri Prohashka. How could he do this to me? It's like he hates me. That's fine though. I still love him. Him and his really weird training where he covers one eye and reads a book. Brother tries and trains his eye muscles for every fight. Gotta respect it. But to get the gist, we're gonna cope with this severe loss in our community by looking back at some absolute bangers. Not clangers, bangers. Because I got into MMA back in like 2020, turn of, what was it? It was the first event I watched was Jorge Masvidal versus Usman back in COVID times. It was the first fight on Fight Island, I think. And I remember being livid that Max Holloway lost the decision to Volkanovski at the time. But yeah, I started to record like bangers back in 2021, and I've kept it up until 2023, so now. And with the rate at with how 2023 is looking in my list, it's not looking good, I'm going to tell you that. So, to cope with the fact that this has not been the best year for fights, we're going to look at some bangers. Now, starting off at the top of the list, Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar 1. You can find this on YouTube. It's a treat in terms of, well, if you're a Max Holloway fan. If you're a Calvin Kattar fan, this might have been, hell for you. Seventh circle and all. You could say that this isn't in contention for being one of the best fights of the year due to the fact that it was just pure one-way traffic. But, counterpoint, Max Holloway's cool. Yeah, literally that. Half the reason why this is such a banger fight is just the fact that Max Holloway went ultra instinct in it. The no-look jab, the pointing to the commentary booth, slipping punches and all. And oh my god, round 4, it was a hellacious beatdown. Honestly, should have been stopped then, but my lord. This is one of the best fights of all time. I think it is the biggest discrepancy in scorecards in a top MMA organization as well. I think it was like, what was it? I'm going to see. It's the scorecards. Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar scorecards. There was like 2 10-7s or something in there. Like, it was dumb how much Max styled on him. Yeah. No, wait, this is the wrong one. Is this the right one? Scorecards. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, 50-43, 50-43, and a 50-42. Honestly, round 4 was a 10-7. Now that we have our current scoring criteria, round 4 was a 10-7. But, oh my lord, it was just an ungodly performance from Max Holloway. Really, in the build-up to it, Oh, Max Holloway, he just lost a controversial decision to Volkanovski. How can he bounce back from that, Like, he's not going to get a third shot. He lost twice in a row. And then he comes out, start of the year, and puts on an insane performance against Calvin Kattar, who was talking a lot of shit leading up to it. Holloway shut him up and also guaranteed himself another title shot, basically. An absolute classic performance and really shows how goated Max Holloway was. We didn't really see this version of Max Holloway since, though, with the usage of elbows and, like, variance and kicks. Against Arnold Allen, he really kept it with he really kept it boxing heavy. In the Yair Rodriguez fight, he had to go to the wrestling, but that's just because Yair is nuts on the feet. But yeah, so that's fight number 1 up here. Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar. An absolute classic performance. But I could see it not being in everybody's, list of top fights of the year due to the fact that, again, one-way traffic. Not even one-way traffic. Like, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's more than one-way traffic. It's like you're standing on an airfield and 50 million Boeing 747s just come careening into you. Like, that's more what it's like. I can't get over it. It's one of the greatest fight performances ever, without a shadow of a doubt. Maybe there's some Cain Velasquez fights that were also one-way traffic that happened, but man, Max, a goat. Now here's a one that a lot of people forget about, and also a fighter lots of people forget about. Jimmy Rivera versus Pedro Munoz. This was, at the time, Pedro Munoz and Jimmy Rivera were ranked like 7 and 8 or 9 and 10. They were right next to each other in the rankings. And they were both kind of like the veterans of the division. And this fight really showed the calf kick, because both Pedro Munoz and Jimmy Rivera threw leg kicks in this fight. They traded a bunch of calf kicks, but Pedro pulled ahead because he started on the calf kick a lot earlier, and Jimmy Rivera has some pretty good boxing. So it was really Jimmy Rivera's boxing skills, which are much better than Pedro's, versus Munoz's leg kicking game, which proved to be the ultimate factor in this W. It was a phenomenal fight, and at the time people were calling like, oh, is the calf kick ruining the sport? Because it's so strong. And it's like, looking back, it was an insane take by a lot of people, but at the time it was a serious discussion, like, man, calf kicks are killing the entertainment of the sport. How could we let this thing take over? Everyone's going to be calf kicking. We're going to get KOs by calf kicks now. But yeah, this was the fight that did it, and it was good because it was a good fight. Probably not the best of the year, given the fact that it's two pretty low-ranked bantamweights and the consequences. I mean, Jimmy got cut from the UFC and retired off of this fight. This was his last fight ever, I think. Unless he fought... No, wait. He went to bare knuckle, I think. Did he go to bare knuckle? No, his last fight was against... Oh, yeah, he did do a bare knuckle fight. A draw. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So, yeah, he had one bare knuckle fight after, and then he's just been gone ever since. But yeah, this was a great fight. Nice back and forth. There wasn't really, like, any big moments. It was just constant action. Jimmy pressing forward with his boxing. Pedro countering with calf kicks and also with his hands. Both of them just trading. It was a great fight. Any bantamweight fight is a great fight. Immediately following that, though, we got an absolute scorcher. Petr Yan versus Aljamain Sterling 1. Surprising a lot of people. If you go back and watch it, it wasn't as bad of a beating as people made it out to be. Like, everyone was saying that, oh, Petr Yan, he's gonna annihilate Aljamain Sterling in the rematch, Petr Yan was dominating. He would have gotten the finish. But looking back, Aljamain Sterling had a very good first 2 rounds. It's really when he started gassing due to the extremely high pace he put on in the first 2. Oh, excuse me. That was the reason why Petr Yan started to pull away. And also how it was going was really bad for Sterling due to the fact that Sterling talked so much shit about... Sterling always does about his grappling. He's like, I'll drag your ass up and down this octagon with Sean, So seeing Petr Yan, just do trips on Sterling at will was insane. A lot closer fight than people made it out to be. Unfortunate ending, which is the main reason why this is not in contention for one of the best fights of the year. Yeah, that's mainly it. Extremely good fight, marred with a very poor ending. You got to see 2 different kinds of grappler in it because Piotr Jan rarely. Piotr Jan has not used his trips much since this fight. He tripped like Aljamain Sterling like 3 times in round 3 or something. Like he went nutty with the trips. And we also got to see Piotr Jan's great boxing, and also it was like, at the time, Piotr Jan was seen as like a paper champion due to the fact that he just gotten his title off of the ghost of Jose Aldo, who, you know, it was a very bad stoppage, and it kind of felt like they were gifting the title to Piotr Jan because they gave him an aging Aldo, whereas now that we look back, Aldo was pretty. He still had some gas in the tank, but yeah. And Sterling was seen as the true champion due to the fact that he just choked out Corey Sandhagen in 1 round. So it was like, well, rising contender Corey Sandhagen is a much better win than old legend and Jose Aldo, which is how it was seen at the time. Of course, both of them went on to have very different career paths. Piotr Jan's on like a 3-fight losing streak. So yeah, bantamweight again, always a banger. It's never not a banger at bantamweight. There's a reason why bantamweight and banger both start with B. I'll tell you that. Next up is not a good fight. It was a hilarious fight. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Carlos Ulberg. This fight has forever marred my opinion on Carlos Ulberg. Every time I see him on a UFC card, my brain instantly goes to him getting absolutely mogged by Kennedy Nzechukwu. Kennedy took a beating of a lifetime. He looked like hot garbage. He just stood there with high forearms guard and let Carlos just go nuts on him. Body kicks, like hooking, check hooks. Man, Blackjack looked like $1 million. Until he gassed. And then Kennedy, he Homer Simpsoned his ass and knocked him out. Oh my god, what was it? It was like the Benil Dariush Shakur Cloche ending, where he just put him to the fence and then just caught him. Is that fight on YouTube? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. I'm just gonna see the ending real fast to remind myself. Yeah, he gasses. Like, Carlos is just hitting his forearms, gassing himself out. I mean, such a varied attack from Ulberg, but Kennedy with the high forearms guard just... Yep. Very similar to the Drakkar Cloche versus Benil Dariush, where Kennedy just walks him to the fence with punches. Yep, just gets him to the fence. Where does he turn off the fence? Yep. It's just that poor punching form where it's just arm punches, no turning. Just pushes him to the fence, catches him right through the guard. It's still hilarious to watch. It is one of the funniest fights I've ever seen, and I love it. Yeah, it's just... If you've seen Homer Simpson fight Mike Tyson, same thing, baby. It's just Homer Simpsoning his way to a W, and Kennedy, both of them have gone on to actually have some pretty good performances since. Kennedy getting the finish, I believe, on Ion Cutelaba, who is a very accomplished Greco-Roman wrestler, and Carlos Ulberg being on a 3-fight winning streak, who recently knocked out Nikolai Negumerianu. Nope, Ihor Potiera. And he's scheduled to fight Jacoby? He's scheduled to fight... Oh, no, he just knocked out Dallin Jung. He's scheduled to fight somebody... Who? Dominic Reyes. That's who it is. Yeah, Dominic Reyes. So, both of them going on to have some pretty great careers. Well, actually, great is relative. It's great for light heavyweight. We'll say that. So, yeah. It's a very funny fight. I'm going to put little headers. Hilarious. It is an absolutely... If you want to have a laugh, you watch a light heavyweight fight. I'll just put like fuck that band. Pedro Munoz versus Shimi Rivera, calf kick. I'm gonna do like short sentences for each. Calf frick? No, kick. What do I traffic? Like short phrases to like summarize the fight. Charles Jourdain versus Marcelo Rojo. Wow, this one was an absolute scorcher. It is one of the best fights at the Apex, I think, because Jourdain went absolutely sicko mode at the end of it. He did, I still remember it, at the end of the fight, he jumps off of the cage into his guard and does a hammer fist. Or he kicks off the cage. Just an excellent display of body work by both men in. Crumples him. Wait, is it this fight? Is it this fight? I swear he jumps off the fence in this one. It might be in a different fight. But any fight where it's like, where the finish is in the final 1 or 2 rounds is instantly a classic. Because you get to see both fighters make adjustments, both fighters, you know, push themselves, they show heart, they show grit. Is it jumping off the cage? Or is it Andre Ewell that he does that? Charles Jourdain off the fence hammer fist. Yeah, it was. Is it? Well, in one of the fights. But an excellent display of body work by both men. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, he gets up. He jumps off the fence to get over the guard of Marcelo Rojo to do a hammer fist. It is insane. It is like, it was a nuts fight at the time. It still is. Honestly, contender for one of the best fights of that year. The benefit of the Apex and the novelty of it is that you could hear every shot, especially the body ones, which made this fight so much better. It was an absolute scorcher. Not many like it. It was a great showcase for Jourdain, and at the time we're like, Marcelo Rojo looked pretty good. Of course, since then, Rojo has had a lot of bangers, but also, unfortunately, caught. I think he's on a 3-fight losing streak or something. So this one, guaranteed banger. Oh, I should put, like, creative. Strike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, if you don't know me, which you don't, Mikhail Oleksiejczuk is one of my favorite fighters due to him having one of the weirdest pictures of him as his, like, topology picture. It's him in a suit. I love this man. He is a very unique striker. Yeah, he's a very unique striker. Or not unique, but he's a fighter with good boxing. Good boxing, fast hands, and he was very pudgy for 205. He has looked significantly improved since moving down. Polish. It was just a great fight, 3-round decision, a lot of action. Mikhail pushing the pace hard, using his boxing really well. It was a really good fight. Almost finishes. He gets a liver hit. It's a really good fight, but it's not the best, If you want to see, an undersized pudgy boy, if you want to see a normal guy beat up a buff-looking fella, this is a good fight to watch. Pudgy. Oh my god. All right. Now, we go back down to the actually good weight classes of lightweight. Oh my lord. John Makdessi versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Bahamondes' debut, and he's gone on to do quite well actually. Did he get a loss recently? Yeah, he just lost Ludovic Klein. But he had 2 wins, or he was on a 3-fight win streak between the Makdessi one and his Ludovic Klein lost to Roosevelt Roberts, Rong Zhu, and Trey Ogden. But his debut against Jean Makdessi was an absolute scorcher. Makdessi, it was a hilarious visual because Makdessi is like 5'6", and Ignacio Bahamondes is 6'1". He's tall and lanky for the weight class, and he is a very good striker. Makdessi is just an absolute dog. He made Ignacio Bahamondes fight a dog fight, which is what you should do against a really tall, rangy fighter. Like, get in his face, make him fight, tight. Great fight that really showcased John Makdessi's grit, Very gritty fight from him. And he came out with a W because of it. John Makdessi, a Canadian legend, despite being Lebanese, but he reps both. He's my boy. My little manlet king. My short king. We'll call it grit. Yeah, if you want to see a short boy fuck up a big fella, that's a great fight for you to watch. John Makdessi has always been a really gritty fighter. That's how he gets by most of his wins. Super gritty. Now, Carlos Diego Ferreira versus Beneil Dariush was an absolute scorcher of a grappling match. If you're not into grappling, then you won't like this. But, here, Dariush. So, at the time, Beneil Dariush and Carlos Diego Ferreira were both, they were both very low ranked at the time. Low ranked being, they were like, I think Ferreira was ranked number 11, and Dariush, actually here, the rankings are right here. Yeah, I think Dariush is 11th, Ferreira is 10th. And they were both criminally underrated due to the fact that the old guard of the division, Jesus, my mouth is trying to catch up to my brain. But the division at the time was filled with just old-timey vets refusing to give up position. Kind of like how it is now. But, yeah, so they had to fight each other, even though both of them should have been much higher ranked at the time. And Dariush afterwards said, I shouldn't be fighting Ferreira. Both of us should be fighting these old guys at the top of the division who refuse to fight down. So, yeah, that was the fight. And it was just a very active ground game from both. Some very sloppy striking, but still very entertaining due to the fact that Dariush is so aggressive on the feet. It's just very creative, very unique grappling exchanges that went for a long time. A lot of dirty boxing and just sloppy shots. A lot of heel hooks. Yeah, it's just a great fight. A good mix between grappling and striking is how I would put it. So for this one, I'm going to say mixed the martial arts. That's what I'd say for that one. Oh, and this is my contender for the best fight of 2021. Dominic Reyes versus Jiri Prochazka. I was hot on Jiri after his Volkan Oezdemir win. He looked nuts. I saw him win against Volkan because that was the first UFC card I watched. And then, because that was the prelim headliner, I believe at the time. Prochazka versus Volkan Oezdemir. UFC 251. Yep. Very first card I watched. Prelim headliner. Yep. I watched him do that and I was like, damn, this Jiri guy's pretty cool. I'm going to look up his name. So I'm fighting Nemkov and I thought, wow, he's my favorite fighter now. And I've been hot on Jiri since. But this truly made him look, it was just it's what most people realized that Yuri was hot shit. You know, just 2 rounds of crushing pace from Yuri and Dominic Reyes refusing to, you know, to be put to rest essentially. Because Prohashka, dear lord, he put 50 trillion nails into Dominic Reyes' coffin, and Dominic kept prying him out with a crowbar. He was hellaciously going after the finish from the opening bell because he stunned Dominic Reyes with like a cross. I think just he blasted him with a cross, and since that point it was just a tsunami of pressure and just strikes coming at Reyes. And every time you'd think Reyes is done. He can't come back from this. He'd hit Jiri with the classic harpooning, which is what Dan Hardy says, which I think is a very apt description for Reyes's left straight counter. His harpooning left. Just every time you're thinking, oh, Reyes is done. Bang, hits him with the left. And then I don't realize how the commentary missed this at the time. Yuri post-fight said that the up kick from when he was getting into Reyes's or passing Reyes's guard knocked him out. It was an insane fight. Like, oh my god. And then the finish, a spinning elbow. This was my fight of the year at the time, and I think it still is. Unless anyone has a better opinion. Which they don't, because my opinion is the best. Now, Shane Burgos versus Edson Barboza. I didn't even know this happened this year of 2021. I thought this happened in 2022. This is the one where everyone thought Shane Burgos died because of the delayed knockout of... because it was like 2 seconds. Edson Barboza hit him with a cross or like a looping hook that grazed Shane's face. And then Shane, like 2 seconds or 3 seconds later, he just started like falling back and getting knocked out. And then Edson hit him with like 2 shots on the ground, and then everyone was like, oh god. But I just like the Pedro Munoz Jimmy Rivera one, an extremely well-rounded fight with both fighters using body work, having some pretty good jabs, like annihilating each other's legs. And you have classic Edson Barboza in this one. You know, flying knees, spinning wheel kicks, spinning back kicks, lightning fast. Classic Edson Barboza. And you have classic Shane Burgos, which is plodding forward, getting in your face, and digging in those body shots until you get knocked out. Like, Shane Burgos bullies his opponents due to the fact that he is a massive featherweight, now lightweight, at PFL. A great fight, really emphasizes striking to all areas of the body. I'm going to say this. Striking to everything. Yeah. It's just classic out of both of them. When we saw this fight on the card, everybody thought banger. And it, of course, delivered. Another fight everyone thought was going to be a banger, and it was, is Drew Dober versus Brad Riddell. I actually don't remember this fight very well, so I need to remind myself. A Brad Riddell W. It went to a decision. You can find this fight on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, Brad Riddell had a bunch of banger. Oh, yes, I remember now. It's just classic Brad Riddell, Muay Thai Riddell. Yeah, Drew Dober always has bangers. He has an iron chin. Brad Riddell is a very, very good striker technically. He carries power in his hands. Yeah, great fight. Dober had... his main defense was ducking. Riddell never really capitalized, in my opinion, with knees. But he did catch him with a bunch of hooks. It's just a great fight. Great pace from it. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's one of the best fights, but it's definitely good. It's like a fight you'd put on to just like, you know, if you wanted... if you didn't want an adrenaline dump but also want to see a great fight, you would put on Drew Dober versus Brad Riddell. So I'm gonna put classic Riddell for this one. Just classic Riddell. Good striker, technically sound. On the opposite side of classically good Brad Riddell is Michael Chandler, who he T-poses when he lunges in for his cross, essentially. Like, he loads that thing from fucking all the way from fucking goddamn California to New York, man. He launches it. But I mean, this is this the birth of the Oliveira special of getting knocked down, everyone being like, Oliveira's gonna get finished. Then he comes out and he puts on a scorching beatdown in the second. By God, what an absolute banger fight. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought Charles Oliveira was another paper champion like Petr Yan, because I was like, Dustin Poirier is so much better. Dustin Poirier, he's gonna clown Oliveira. He's not like Chandler. He's going to keep the pressure. Once he gets you hurt, he'll finish. He does it every time. But this is the birth of, like, Bangkok-ready Oliveira. Chandler, it's just a classic Chandler performance of trying to blast his opponent out in the first couple of rounds, and then once he can't, he just dies. He does it every time. So I think for this one is birth of Bangkok Oliveira. Yeah. Oh my God. An absolute scorcher. And also really highlighted Charles Oliveira's striking mechanics, where everything is really tight, Really tight and very picturesque, A lot of snap to his punches. Another actual banger. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Miguel Baeza. So, on that Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar card, Santiago Ponzinibbio came back from having bone cancer, or leukemia, I think. And he got KO'd by Li Jingliang. Then, comes back against Miguel Baeza. I think Miguel Baeza, at the time, recently got a W over Chaos... No, he lost to Chaos Williams. He got a W over an old vet. It might have been Matt Brown. Let me see. Takashi Sato. Yeah, and he got a win over Matt Brown. But then he fought Santiago Ponzinibbio after his win over Takashi Sato. Ponzi looked old as shit in this fight, but he does what he does best. Switch hitting and hitting hard. It's just a good, gritty Ponzinibbio performance. It lacks that old Ponzinibbio, slickness of changing stances and the sort. But it's just a gritty performance from an old veteran in Ponzinibbio against a young, tough guy in Baeza. Both guys really hunting for a dub. Old vet Ponzi was how I describe that one. Alexei Kamer versus Nikolai Negumedianu. Okay. Alex Kamer, is big. He is a thick boy, Yeah, he's a thick boy, and Nikolai Negumedianu, he is super similar looking to Mikhail Alessashchuk. I'm going to say it. Like, you could swap both of those guys at any time and nobody will know what happened. Or that they changed places. But, yeah, it's just Negumedianu fights very similarly to Mikhail Alessashchuk, which is clean boxing and hits you with volume. He swarms you. Alexei Kamer tried to look for the counter the entire fight. It just turned out to be a very fun fight with Nikolai Negumedianu really pushing the pace. Yeah. So I'm going to put Nikolai... what do I put? Just decent fight. Good fight. Good fight. Smiley face. Ugh. This one, though. Marlon Vera versus David Grant. Marlon Vera bouncing back from his loss against Jose Aldo, where he looked very limited against... And then he showed up to David Grant. Despite the post-fight graphic of Grant looking like he got into a car accident and mauled by a bear on his way to the hospital, Marlon Vera looked absolutely perfect. He looked like he didn't even get into a fight. Despite that graphic, though, it was a close fight. Like, Grant stole some rounds. It's just classic Davey Grant where he does very looping shots. He's extremely gritty, has a great teep, but Vera's Vera. Vera works hard when he's forced to work hard. This is an example of that. I really wish this Marlon Vera came back with the pressure and the sort, but yeah. Grant does really weird stuff. Like, he switches stances a lot. He does like a hop to skip to change stances. And then when he switches, he'll throw a hook. Like he'll jab, switch stance, throw loopy hooks from there. And he also does this weird sidekick. Vera's is classic Vera, which is looking for the counter and using his big power, you know. But here he uses elbows a lot more, which worked out really well. It really battered up Grant. Yeah, just a great fight between two bantamweight boys. Really good fight. If there's one thing from this list you should watch all of the fights from this list. I'm just going to say it. But Marlon Vera versus David Grant is one you should 100% watch. It is classic bantamweight at its best with an old veteran in Davey Grant willing to throw down, doing some really weird, not sound striking against Marlon Vera, and it kind of working out, you know? Marlon Vera really got ahead, I think, from using the collar tie, if I remember correctly, because he started to elbow from there, or he started to fight a lot closer to Grant. Big elbows from him. Yeah, just a great fight. An absolute scorcher. Every bantamweight fight from this list is a must-watch, I think. What should I call this? Classic bantamweight. Grant is such a weird fighter. Marcin Prachnio versus Ike Villanueva. This is, again, hilarious. Marcin Prachnio sucks. He is a glass cannon in every sense of the word. There is not a single defensively sound thing that man does. He is go, 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 go. And then if you touch him on the train, he will die. And Ike Villanueva is hot garbage. Like, he lost so many fights. And then he ballooned up from, like, middleweighters. Is it? Yeah, he lost to Marcin Prachnio, Nikolai Negumereanu, and Tyson Pedro. He is so bad. So bad. It is crazy how bad Ike Villanueva is. I think he's friends with Chris Weidman. I think. Or I'm thinking about... No, he's fighting out of Texas, so he can't. But he is real bad. This is such a funny fight because it's just Marcin Prachnio just fighting somebody who will allow him to do what he does best, which is strike. I think Marcin Prachnio has a kickboxing record, which would explain him being very chinny. No, he doesn't. But he was he KSW champion? Vacant? No, he wasn't. Okay. Yeah. He has a win over Khalil Roundtree. What the heck? Is he cut? No, he's not cut. Good. I want to see more Marcin Prachnio. He is so funny. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And he's such a weird fighter. He wins against Khalil Roundtree, loses to Philip Lins, beats William Knight, and then loses to Vitor Petrino. He is such a weird fighter. But yeah, Marcin Prachnio versus Ike Villanueva is just Marcin just doing what he does best. You know, good body work, strikes really well. And Ike is really bad. Yeah, Marcin just has he's when he kicks, he's so open to the counter. His chin, he's extremely chinny. But Ike is just worse. It's like watching two fish fight, where it's really funny, and you watch them fight, and you're like, damn, or two fish out of water flopping on the deck fighting, where it's like, this is fucking hilarious, and I am very entertained, but it is also really sad. And if Ike Villanueva is your favorite fighter, God bless you, man. God bless. I put hilarious for Kennedy, and this is just like watching fish fight out of water. That's how I describe that. Where it's like, oh god, I already explained it. Now, on the other hand, Yancy Medeiros versus Damir Hadzovic was another very funny fight due to the fact that Damir Hadzovic was loading up atomic bombs in his hands. He was swinging from the hip. He like played ping pong with Yancey's head when he was covering up against the fence. Hadzovic. Yeah, Damir Hadzovic is a very... He gasses out very early. Is his problem. Due to the fact that he is like 90% muscle, the man is cut. Yeah, he's very cut. But yeah, oh my lord. It's just a very entertaining fight. Oh, the main takeaway is that Yancy has a nuts chin. Has he ever... I think he has been KO'd before. I think he was KO'd by Dustin Poirier. Back in ye olden days. He lost, guillotine, TKO, thumb injury, TKO, body shots, decision, submission, yeah, TKOs. But against Damir, for some reason, the man just would not go down. He refused. He made it a life mission to not get knocked out. I also remember the post-fight interview, Damir was very excited about Denmark playing soccer. Or football. But yeah, Yancy is a very fun grappler. Unfortunately, Damir said, fuck you, we're not grappling, and just, yeah, my lord. It was just, the physicality of Damir really helped him in this fight, and it was just him bullying Yancy around the place. Yancy looked so much smaller and so much thinner than Damir. So I'm going to call Damir bully Yancy. Bobby Green versus Rafael Fiziev. An absolute scorcher. Bobby Green has a very bad habit of fighting to the level of his opponents. He will go life and limb with, like, the best in the world, but then he'll he doesn't fight to the level of his opponents. He's just really inconsistent with how well he fights, is how I would say it. Even then, because, like, he'll get rocked by Tony Ferguson. Like, he'll lose to Francisco Trinaldo and Dracur Cloche, but then he'll win against, like... but then he'll catch a W against, like, Grant Dawson, you know? And Nasrat Haqparast. But his loss against Rafael Fiziev, it's just Rafael really showing that Tiger Muay Thai coaching experience. Very, very good performance from Rafael. Ripping body shots constantly. You know, there's the clip from the fight where Rafael Fiziev slaps Bobby Green with one of the loudest kicks you will ever hear, and he points at him and he goes, "Whoo!" Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. It's a great clip. But yeah, it's just Bobby Green looked really good and he fought extremely well. But it's the body work that of Rafael Fiziev that really shown in that fight due to the fact that Bobby Green has really good head movement. Unfortunately, if you have good head movement, you can't really move your body out of the way, right? You can move your head out of the way, your body's gonna stay there as a target. Rafael Fiziev really capitalized on that. So I'm gonna put smart body work for that one. Next up is Casey Kenny versus Song Yadong. Two rising stars. Casey Kenny has fallen off the face of the earth. We have not heard a single thing from Casey Kenny since his loss to Dominic Cruz. Cruz styled on him so bad he retired essentially. Yeah, Song Yadong, chin of iron, great eye for an opening. Just a very fast-paced fight. A lot of missing, which is not what you like to see one of your favorite fights of the year, but it was like two young, gutsy bantamweights showing what they're worth, and the one who wins is going to be the champ, you know? One of those fights. And Song really got the crowd worked up and taunted Kenny at the end of the third, or near the end of the third, and it was very entertaining. So I'm going to put lots of misses, still fun. Jose Aldo versus Pedro Munoz, on the other hand, it was Aldo's breakout performance at bantamweight where we all went, damn, Aldo still got it. Because he lost to Piotr Jan before this, I think. Yes, he did. And it was such a hellacious beatdown that everyone was like, ooh, I think Aldo is done. You know, he's not coming back from that. He nearly died in there. But then, oh no, this is after the Marlon Vera one. Yeah, but this is when we realized Aldo still had more gas in the tank. Yeah, just an absolute great performance from Aldo. Munoz is kind of like an Aldo light, where it's like heavy hands, likes to leg kick a lot. Aldo is heavy hands, likes to leg kick a lot, insane takedown defense, pivots extremely well, has a great system in place to defend takedowns and to get off offense. He's slowed down in terms of the leg kicks, but his boxing has only gotten sharper and not quicker, but just sharper. We'll say that. So I'm going to put Jose Aldo GOAT for this one. Yeah. Munoz just was like overwhelmed by the sheer talent of Jose Aldo essentially in that fight. Really just a phenomenal performance. Gave everybody faith back in Jose Aldo. Yeah, just great. Ignacio Bahamondes versus Roosevelt Roberts, on the other hand, was a scorcher. Roosevelt Roberts, I think, was cut after this loss to Ignacio, and Ignacio made this man look like Big Bird with how stretched out his mouth was. He made Roosevelt Roberts look like Roosevelt Roberts versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Like, he made Roosevelt Roberts look to the stars with a spinning wheel kick knockout that laid him out on the canvas. He gave Roosevelt Roberts a lip pump. It was an insane finish with an insane fight. Two very tall, rangy fighters going nuts in there. Really helped show Ignacio's striking, and it really put Ignacio on the map. An absolutely phenomenal fight that you should 100% go watch. Especially with Ignacio fighting a lot more often recently. Has he fought this year? Yes, he did. He lost a unanimous decision to Ludwig Klein. Yes, I remember. For some reason, I forgot that I looked it up. But yeah, great fight. Great showing from Ignacio Bahamondes in it. Roosevelt Roberts got cut, and then he went to tough. So this, I'll put sick knockout. Not a sick submission is this one, though. Alexandre Pantoja versus Brandon Royval. This, I remember the call-out more than the actual fight, where Brandon Moreno was doing the Spanish commentary, and it was the most respectful call-out ever between Pantoja and Moreno, and it was very cute. This was shit hot grappling and classic Alexandre Pantoja, where he goes 1,000,000,000 miles per hour right out of the gate, throwing hot leather at you, hoping to God that you're going to get knocked down and he will snatch your back and then turn into an absolute wizard there. And he did. Classic Alexandre Pantoja. He out-hustled Royval, which is pretty difficult, given the fact Royval is also a fighter who goes bananas. Royval spazzes out and catches dubs, and I love him for it. He's getting a title shot, I think. Brandon Royval. See, I think he's getting a title shot against... Yeah, he's fighting Alexandre Pantoja for the belt on UFC 296, which is a phenomenal fight, but I have seen improvements in Pantoja's game. I have not seen enough from Royval in terms of improvement to really confidently pick up against Pantoja. Like, Royval's win over Kai Kara-France was great, but like the Rogerio Bontorin win was good in terms of his grappling, albeit close. Submission over Matt Schnell, KO over Mateusz Nicolau. Like, Pantoja, like, Mateusz Nicolau starts slow. Like, he keeps a very consistent pace. Royval just bum rushed him, which is valid. Same with the Matt Schnell win. The thing is that it's going to be really hard to outpace Pantoja in the first, you know? It's the same with Khamzat Chimaev, where Khamzat catches a lot of early finishes due to the fact that he just goes 1,000,000,000 miles per hour right out the gate. The second he hears the clap of the referee, he just goes. And the opponent, obviously, are like, yo, slow down, man, and they don't expect it, which is similar to Royval and to Pantoja. But Pantoja has the chin, and he has the pressure, and he keeps a very consistent pace. Like, it's not, he doesn't come out insane and then immediately start slowing down like Khamzat. He instead comes out with an insane pace, keeps the insane pace, finishes the fight with an insane pace. But that's the future. We're talking about the past. This fight, shit hot grappling, classic Pantoja. Again, very funny. So I'm just going to put classic Pantoja. And if I am wrong with my call of the rematch, then you can tell me to eat my shorts. All right, Jared Cannonier versus Kelvin Gastelum is Kelvin being the absolute fridge that he is, eating shots from a heavyweight and not getting much off, like, at all. Jared Cannonier just landed at will against Gastelum. Gastelum had nothing for him. It was just very entertaining to see Kelvin Gastelum's iron chin be put on display like that. So I'm just going to put that. There's not much else to say about it. If you like seeing very funny fights, and if you like seeing Kelvin Gastelum eat 1,000,000 punches, then this is a great fight for you. Mahmoud Muradov versus Gerald Meerschaert, on the other hand, where Kelvin Gastelum has an iron chin, Gerald Meerschaert will get knocked out, or... Here's the weird thing. Gerald looks like he gets knocked out if a gust of wind blows by him. The thing is, the man can go on autopilot at an insane level, and he's such a good grappler that it really catches fighters off guard, because they'll think they'll knock him out. They've knocked out Gerald Meerschaert. They go in for the finish, and then Gerald just goes absolute ham with his grappling when they come in to finish, and he gets the finish. He did it like 3 times. I think Gerald Meerschaert. And this was the fight after his loss to Khamzat Chimaev, I believe. No. Second fight. But yeah, Mahmoud Muradov came in, tried to annihilate, and did annihilate Gerald in the first, and then gassed, and Gerald got the submission. he does it every single time, and it works every time. And it's the funniest thing you will ever see. That's why Gerald Meerschaert is such a G. Yeah. Gerald Meerschaert is a goat. He's not, but he has a very cool nickname, and he's a cool guy. So, I don't know anything about him personally. He could be a horrible person, but, you know. In terms of his fights, he seems like a cool fella. So I'm going to put classic Gerald. Classic GM3. Now this, on the other hand, Edson Barboza versus Giga Chikadze. You really got the sense from this fight that it's the first time Edson has really fought somebody who could match him speed for speed. Because Edson is an absolute killer when it comes down to the speed of him. He really got away with a lot at the higher weight classes by just being lightning fast. For an example, his KO over Beneil Dariush, where he just, like, he basically did like a 3-stage rocket launch into the air directly into fucking Beneil Dariush's chin and sent him into orbit, you know? So here, Edson Barboza met somebody who can match him speed for speed, and it was just a great classic Giga Chikadze performance. You really saw his kickboxing experience on display, and it was a great showcase for Giga Chikadze, because before this he fought some absolute no-hopers, and then Cub Swanson. And then he got a finish against Cub Swanson with his Giga kick, which is just a crescent kick. And even then, it's just a normal kick. But yeah. Giga really fights to the level of his opposition, which is very sad. And he did that here against Edson and caught a very impressive W against an extremely dangerous fighter. Edson has looked great at featherweight, so this win has aged nicely. So I'm going to put kickboxing Giga. Or outspeeding. Edson outspeeded. Nathan Menace versus Tony Gravely. I always get Tony Gravely and Miles John mixed up. Miles John is the absolute scumbag who delivered a hellacious uppercut to somebody when he blatantly grabbed the inside of his glove to keep him from running away. It was the most abhorrent cheating I've ever seen that led directly to a finish. But Tony Gravely, on the other hand, is just... He's like if you thought about an American fighter in your brain, and then you put that on paper, you know? Tony Gravely is like, if you ever read Kagan Ashita, the guy Adam Dudley beat to become the representative of the McDonald's brand in the anime. Like, that's who Tony Gravely kind of reminds me of. and they're both jobbers. So it fits. But against Nathan Menace, who, if you might know Nathan Menace for that unfortunate video of him on the regional scene where the commentator keeps shouting "my anus" instead of main, or Nathan Menace or Manus. Yeah, it's just Nathan Menace being Nathan Menace. Extremely fast hands, very powerful, very slick boxing. He's a very entertaining fighter. He unfortunately got matched up with Umar Nurmagomedov, very unfortunately, and then he killed himself to go down to featherweight, so I'm just going to remind myself what exactly happened in that fight, because I don't. I just remember it being exciting, because of course it is. It's bantamweight. I remember what I said at the time for this fight. Nathan Menace has the aura and the fighting style and the look of a gunslinger. Yeah, Tony Gravely almost gets a finish at the end of the round. Nathan bounces back. Yeah. I always think Manus looks like a... He really gives off the feeling of a gunslinger, you know? Hands at the waist, whipping shots. He has the look of it. He has the stance of it. I think that would be a really cool nickname. And I hope I get royalties if he uses it. So I'm going to put Gunslinger Menace. Oh my lord. Now this. Merab Dvalishvili versus Marlon Moraes. Contender for one of the greatest fights of the year. Of 2021. It is Marlon Moraes on his 3-fight losing streak against Merab Dvalishvili. And it's Marlon annihilating Merab for a whole round, or for 3/4 of a round, and then Merab capitalizing on the fact that Moraes has the most shot chin in the universe, and pitter patters his way into a W, because you could knock out Marlon Moraes with your pinky at this point. But he still packs an amazing punch. He is a pure glass cannon, Marlon Moraes, and it really gave you hope that Marlon Moraes would actually, stick around and catch a W finally, until Merab Dvalishvili ruined everything for him. Just an insane comeback. It's not a classic Merab performance due to the fact that Marlon Moraes made him twirl around like a ballerina. If you love comebacks, you'll love this. You also love Kim K's sex tape. That's a classic Chris Pratt joke for you from that show he's on. I forget. Yeah. Speaking of something I will never forget, Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. A scorcher. Arguably one-way traffic, but has an extremely cool moment, or multiple of them, where Brian gets Volkanovski in some tight submissions. Any normal human being would die in these submissions. It was a mounted guillotine and a triangle choke. But Alexander Volkanovski, being the great that he is, and my personal favorite, or my personal GOAT of modern MMA, just does what he does best, which is survive, win, and then annihilate, which is what he did from round 3 on, because he got out of these submission attempts, and then he went psycho on Brian Ortega with the ground and pound. It was a phenomenal fight with some extremely tense moments of, oh, will Volkanovski get choked out? Man was turning purple, man, in the mounted guillotine. Close calls. Lose calls. Close calls. The GOAT dominates. My other GOAT is Marvin Vettori, though, because he is hilarious. The build-up to this fight was just as entertaining as the actual fight. There is a very, very funny clip of Marvin Vettori and Paulo Costa arguing on a Zoom call. Paulo Costa says, I'll fight you anytime, anywhere. I'll fight you at any weight. And then Marvin Vettori goes, then fucking fight me at middleweight. And it's like, yep, you got him there, Marvin. Or when both of them worked in tandem to calculate kilograms to pounds in their heads, and it's the funniest shit ever, man. They're both just pure meatheads, and it translated to their fight because both of them took beatings from the other. This fight was at 205. I shouldn't say middleweight. So I'll put light heavyweight. Yeah, this fight happened at light heavyweight. due to the fact that Paulo Costa refused to cut weight because of a reason. But yeah, it was just Marvin Vettori doing what he does best, which is take a hellacious beating and using his right hand or his cross to, you know, his left straight to put it on the opponent. And again, classic Paulo Costa, which is follow your opponent and punish them to the body as hard as you can with kicks and punches. He's a big proprietor of body shots, and he really invests in them heavily, which is very entertaining to see, very entertaining to watch, and really showcases his physicality when you see his entire bicep flex as he lands a liver shot. This explanation is getting a little bit homoerotic. I'm not complaining. Paulo Costa is a very good looking man. Ho ho ho. Almost as good looking as Marvin Vettori looked after this fight, given the fact that he took like 3 million strikes and still caught a dub. A bit of controversy around a point deduction, but still a great fight. Showcased the elements of each fighter's game well, despite both of their games being very limited because they are middleweight fighters. But yeah, so I'm gonna put moveset showcase, or no, hilarious lead up banger fight. Yeah, there we are. I totally forgot. All right, this is Mikhail Oleksiejczuk's breakout fight. If you can't tell, I like Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Oh, excuse me. It's Mikhail's breakout fight against Shamil Gamatov, who he hit with an uppercut on his nose, I believe. Gamzatov. Oopsie, I misspelled his name. Yeah. This was a very, very funny fight. And I loved it a lot. Yeah, he hits him with an uppercut right on the nose. It was pretty even at the start, but then Mikhail does what he does best, which is build up the volume, build up the pressure, put it on his opponent, and make them crumple. And he did that against Shamil Gamatov, or Gamzatov. There we go. Yeah, breakout performance because it was just a very cool finish and really showcased Mikhail's great boxing. Mikhail boxing showcase. Yeah. Because Shamil is quite tough as a fighter. This is his only loss. Wow. Has he fought since? No. Yeah. Just a great showcase of Mikhail's boxing. Ricardo Ramos versus Zubaira Tukhugov. Ricardo Ramos, this is where he did a spinning elbow twice in a row and knocked him out. It's Ricardo's thing. He hits. This fight actually gave him his record for spinning elbows. And Zubaira Tukhugov, you might. No, wait. I'm thinking about somebody else. You might know Zubaira from something. I forget what. He fought somebody. Let's see. Elvis Brenner. Oh, no, wait. He beat Ricardo Ramos. Wait, what am I remembering? Oh, he lost to Hakeem. That's what it was. Yeah, he made Hakeem look like a world beater. But, yeah. Wait, what is this fight, then? I'm misremembering. Yeah, I don't remember this fight, but it must be good. I'll put need to rewatch. That's probably a good fight. One thing I do remember, though, is Piotr Jan twirling like a ballerina and battering Corey Sandhagen from post to post, or pillar to post. It's not that bad. It was a very competitive fight, again, in the early going due to the fact that Petr Yan has a very slow startup. He, quote-unquote, downloads information. He just has a very slow start. So he gives up early rounds a lot, but from round 2 on, he was on point. He was insanely creative with his striking. What did he do? He threw like a 1-2, and then he spun into a spinning back fist as Corey retreated and knocked him down. It was insane. Just an insane striking showcase from Petr Yan. And Corey Sandhagen was in there. He tried to keep up with the pressure that Petr Yan was putting on him, but Petr Yan just kind of walked through the offers Corey was giving, because Corey kept pumping out the jab. The jab was Corey's best weapon in this fight. He couldn't land much power on Petr, so I'm going to... Ballerina Yan. Yeah, if you're a fan of striking, you need to watch this. Or if you're a fan of Petr Yan or Corey Sandhagen, then you've probably already watched this. Probably made you a fan of this fight. Yeah, it happened in the UAE. Petr Yan got a big pop. Everybody liked him. And this was his comeback performance from the DQ against Sterling. And then Sterling became a paper champ due to the fact that everyone was like, Petr Yan looks so fucking amazing. He was dominating in the first fight, and he did this against Corey Sandhagen. Like, it's insane. Like, Petr Yan's the real champion. And then the second fight happened. Yeah. Just a great striking showcase and pretty competitive fight. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler, on the other hand, was the fight of the year for the UFC. That's what they nominated. It's a lot of people's fight of the year. For me, unfortunately, it's a really good fight. It's really good. It's classic Michael Chandler, where he, again, comes out, tries to blast you with a cross and a hook from 3 miles away, and it lands. You get wobbled. Michael Chandler goes bananas trying to finish you, gasses, and then just goes like stone cold stunner on Justin Gaethje with his slam. But Michael Chandler has like negative fight IQ, so the longer a fight goes, the higher the chance of him blundering is, and he blunders a lot. Justin Gaethje gutted his way through the first round, but Michael Chandler, honestly, Michael could have won the third round if he fought smarter. He could have legitimately won this fight if he fought smarter, but Michael Chandler, like he said, isn't here for a good time, or isn't here for a long time. He's here for a good time. And this fight really showcased it. It won a lot of people's hearts for Michael Chandler due to the fact that he put on such an amazing performance. It is a banger fight, so I'm going to put UFC's fight of the year. There's not much else to say about it. You have to watch it. It is a great fight. But personally, it lacks the technical aspect and the volume that I like to see in a fight. There's a lot of big moments, of big power shots, big slams. But I personally think that the Jiri Prochazka Dominic Reyes fight was just pure go, go, go. There was not a single breath in any of the stand-up. The grappling was the break, And even then, you had Jiri Prochazka getting, flash knocked out going into Dominic Reyes' guard, essentially. It was insane, that fight. This is a very, very strong contender, though. And very unfortunately, Shane Burgos versus Billy Quarantillo was the fight following this. Now, it is extremely difficult to follow up a banger fight like that with, just in general. The crowd was all hyped out from the previous fight. But even if you ignore the crowd and ignore the previous fight, this is a great fight in and of itself because it really showcases Billy Quarantillo's game of constant volume and constant forward pressure and constant striking. He uses the front kick. He uses leg kicks. He's constantly looking for collar ties. He is his physicality and his physical attributes are what let Billy Quarantillo down. Like, he doesn't hit very hard. He's not very fast. He doesn't have the greatest condition. Not condition. Yeah, he's very well conditioned. Like, cardio is his, like, real thing. Because he can put out so much volume. But Shane Burgos can take a lot of volume and dish it right back out, you know? So, unfortunate follow up. Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. Yair made Max wrestle, which is quite an accomplishment, and Yair has an absolute dog in him. Yair's come back from his failed drug test, or suspension essentially, made Max Holloway wrestle. An extremely great fight, really showcased Holloway's grappling and the fact that Yair Rodriguez is one of the best strikers in the UFC and the best kicker in the UFC, without a shadow of a doubt. On a bit to his detriment in this fight, though, because he did, like, shatter his foot and made it balloon. Like, he could have reached the stratosphere with how big his foot ballooned up. Big unfortunate for that, but other than that, my lord, a phenomenal fight. Really showcased the talent that Max Holloway possesses in changing his game plan. I mean, I'm kind of glazing Max here, but fuck you. I want to glaze him. He's good, and I like him. Yeah. Showcase performance for both. Yeah, like, a loss to Max Holloway doesn't really hurt your title aspirations, given the fact that Max Holloway is basically, like, the second champion of the division. David Grant versus Adrian Yanez, though. This is a W for Adrian Yanez, I believe. Yeah, Adrian Yanez has lightning fast hands. This fight really showcased it and showed that he could go the full three, but David Grant, again, like the Marlon Vera fight, is an absolute dog, a Grady veteran who will never go down. Because of that, he stayed in and made this fight an absolute scrap. Every David Grant fight you should watch from his Martin Day comeback. Martin Day onward is just David Grant at his best. It's so entertaining to see that run he was on of just banger after banger after banger. Also, great respect at the end. Great fight. You should watch it. So I'm going to put... I guess lightning, like, three round Yanez. Because that was the main thing, is like, ooh, can Yanez go 3 rounds? Because he looked really bad in that Randy Costa one, because he looked gas at the second. Brad Riddell versus Rafael Fiziev, on the other hand, was 3 rounds of just insane striking, followed by a spinning heel kick knockout. And the lead up to it was that Brad Riddell and Rafael Fiziev were both coaches at Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. They worked together and they're friends. And so they had a very, very technical kickboxing match and Muay Thai match. And it was an insanely fun one. Very stressful because you're like, oh, are they going to get finished? What let down Brad was the fact that he was constantly on the back foot since the opening bell. Rafael put him to the fence and led him right into that spinning heel kick. Yeah. Great technical fight, so I would put technical Tiger Muay Thai. Clay Guida versus Leonardo Santos, on the other hand. Did Leonardo Santos lose? I think he did. Leonardo Santos versus Clay. Oh, yes, he did. Clay Guida basically gutted his way to a dub because Leonardo Santos has negative cardio. Magwan Amirkhani-esque in his cardio, I would say. Yeah, Leonardo Santos went bananas trying to finish Clay Guida in the first, and he almost did, but Clay is an old veteran. He's a caveman. He gutted his way through the first. He weathered the storm, and Leonardo Santos, with his absolute dog water cardio, got gassed and got finished. A tale as old as time, you know? So I'm going to put Caveman Guida and his Neanderthal skull. I think that's how you spell Neanderthal. I'm going to check. Neanderthal. Neanderthal. Oh, man. Similarly to the Clay Guida Leonardo Santos one, Pedro Munoz versus Dominic Cruz. Another one where one guy gets a knockdown, almost gets the finish in the first, the other guy comes back. Less so because Cruz does not have any finishing power whatsoever, and Pedro Munoz has an iron skull. So it's just, this fight really showcased Cruz's evolution in terms of him becoming a more gritty fighter, due to the fact that he can't really rely on his footwork as much, due to the fact that he's old and aging. Yeah, great fight. Not much to say about it. There was never, like, the overhanging idea that Cruz could get a finish, due to the fact that it's goddamn Cruz. Just a good fight. That's what I'd say. I'm going to put, Gritty Cruz. Girthy Cruz? Ooh, I wish. Nah. Cruz. There we go. Gritty Cruz is what I'd say for that. Charles Jourdain versus Andre Ewell. Main thing people will remember from this fight is this is Sparta kick at the end of the third round. Just an absolute great fight. This was Jourdain's year for me. A phenomenal fight. Jourdain got extremely hype at the end of it. Great clinch work. Jourdain is always super fun. Yeah. Just a great fight. Jourdain is always in bangers, as you can tell by my preemptive summary of banger. Yeah. Always watch a Jourdain fight if it's on a card. He has not been in a boring fight. He also pantsed Lando Venata, which was hilarious. So, if anything, that should earn you his respect. Pantsing Lando Venata. But yeah. So those are all of the fights that I have on my list of favorite fights of 2021. What is the best fight of 2021? Personally, I'm going to say this a trillion times. Dominic Reyes versus Jiri Prochazka is probably... Alright. Dominic Reyes versus Jiri Prochazka is the best fight of 2021 to me. But I'm going to do an underrated fight that people should watch from this list. That fight I'm going to give to Charles Jourdain versus Marcelo Araujo. I think that's a fight that's under people's radar, especially new fans, that they should watch. It is a phenomenal fight. Or Charles Jourdain versus Andre Ewell. I am a bit biased. Jourdain is Canadian, but he puts out absolute scorching fights. Yeah, those are two fights that are amazing and that you should watch. Those are my underrated fights that you should watch, but the overall winner of the best fight of 2021 in my little award show here is Dominic Reyes versus Jiri Prochazka. It had both technical aspects of it that made it super entertaining. It wasn't just, pure one-way traffic from Jiri. He did get flash knocked out. He did get countered a ton. But it was just constant pressure. There was no breathing room the entire time. You were just watching a tsunami engulf Reyes, and Reyes bobbing for air every second of that fight. It is a great one. But for me, the reason why I don't give Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler the dub is because Chandler kind of threw in the third, which is what I don't like when fighters, try and claim the moral victory in like the ends of fights by just being like, "Come on, then," and start taunting their opponents. I really don't like that. Which is what he did in the third, which is why I don't like it. But yeah, so that's my list. I do have another list of. Here, let me pull it up. I do have a favorite fights of 2020 list right here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the tail end is Cyril Gane versus Taito Iwasa, which is not the full fight. Here, let me just oh, oopsie daisy. Here's the full list. If you can read it. There we are. There's the full list. And I went through and kind of gave them number reviews, but we're going to kind of erase those and give new ones. If you can tell here. Super banger. Yeah. More fights. This one has 49 fights, whereas the old list has 40. Yeah. A lot of super, super good fights happened in 2022. Here, I should actually put 2. Not 12. I wish they fought 12 times. But yeah. Great year 2020. So 2022, look forward to that one coming out. But for now... that's my list of 2021. Fights you should watch are all of the Charles Jourdain fights, the Clay Guida, Leonardo Santos, Bahamondes Roberts. What else from this list? All Mikhail Oleksiejczuk fights. They're super funny and super fun. Yeah. Just watch every fight from this list, you know? It's almost like it's my list and it's goated. So you're kind of obligated to, though. Alright, well, see you later. I'm going to go write a lab report. Or I'm going to sleep. I don't know which. Ooh, it's a surprise. I might play Lunacid tomorrow. Because why not? Looney Lunacid. Because they recently released their, like, a big patch for the game, basically saying, hey, it's kind of out. It's almost done. Their 1.0 patch. So, yeah. Might play some Lunacid. If you don't know what Lunacid is, Iron Pineapple made a little segment on it in his Steam dumpster diving video series. Yeah. I also might... I want to try making music, because it would be kind of PogChamp. And also, I have a list of some forgotten fighters that I want to make some YouTube videos on. Big ones being Yves Edwards, because I don't see any content for Yves Edwards. And Darren Cruikshank, because nobody remembers Darren Cruikshank. He's currently in Ryzen, I believe. Yeah, he was in Ryzen for a while. Yeah, he was also in the UFC for a while. But yeah. Darren Cruikshank, very, very fun fighter. So the main ones that I want to do on my like forgotten fighters list are here. Let me read the list out. I'm probably gonna do this over probably in a couple months when I have time. Here, let's see. Darren Cruikshank, Ross Pearson. That's an oldie. Yves Edwards, Joachim Hansen is an OG, old Japanese fighter. He's not Japanese. He's Icelandic, but he fought a lot in Japan. TJ Grant, forgotten Canadian legend. Ricardo Lamas, who retired when I started getting into MMA. Very fun fighter, had a bunch of bangers, but modern fans, of course, don't remember Ricardo Lamas. They only remember him because of his showdown with Max Holloway. Josh Thompson, who is one of the worst commentators I've ever heard. Jussier Formiga, the man who beat Figueiredo. Brad Pickett, an old UK legend, currently trains Nathaniel Wood, I believe. Tatsuya Kawajiri, old Japanese legend, fought Takanori Gomi back in the day. Melvin Madhoff, another old legend, Dutch legend, big kickboxer, has a couple of KOs, main one being over Mark Hunt. Mansar Barnui, he's more modern, he's not really a forgotten fighter, but not many people know about Mansur Barnui, and he's very interesting. Same with Lawrence Larkin and Roberto Soldic, because I haven't seen much out of him since his loss to Sebastian Kadastam. I might do a video on Sebastian Kadastam. The problem is that he's at 1, and he's a 1 fighter only. I'd like to choose fighters from like OG days, or who've been around, because Roberto Soldic was in KSW, now he's in 1. There was talks of him joining the UFC, and like Mansur Barnui and Lawrence Larkin have a bunch of. They sticked with Bellator, but I think Lawrence Larkin fought for the UFC. Let me check that. Larkin. Maybe I'll do Bellator, Lawrence Larkin fought for the UFC. And Strikeforce. So yeah, Lawrence Larkin is going to be a very interesting one. But there was who was I thinking of right now? I just forgot a fighter that I was going to add to the list. But yeah. Those are all the main ones. Probably gonna just put out YouTube shorts of them first, and then I'll make like a whole video of like OGs of the sport, like forgotten legends. I would probably name it. Oh, the guy who got eye raked by Gerard Gordeau. Gordeau. Eye rake. Eye gouge. Yuki Nakai. That's who it is. Make a video about Yuki Nakai. Or are you short? Yuki Nakai. There we go. Yeah, Yuki Nakai. That's a great one. Anybody else? Oh, Sexyama. That's a great idea. Sexyama. Sexyama's a good shout. And he's both Japanese and Korean. Cool guy. Shinya Aoki. Not really forgotten. Takanori Gomi. Yushin Okami. A lot of old Japanese fighters that people don't know. I could do the Nogueiras. They're not really forgotten. They're OGs. They're legends. Zilazine. Oh! Hongman Choi. Hongman Choi. Oh, he was like the old freak show event that Pride would put on, but he was an actually good kickboxer. I think he died. Did he? No, he's still alive. Oh, supermodel. Oh, that's good. Good to see Hongman Choi. Yeah. But, yeah, these are... Yeah, I have a good list. I'll make a couple of YouTube shorts about them, and then I'll make it like a one long video. Or probably cut it up into a couple, Yeah, so that's a nice hour 30 stream. I'll probably play some video games tomorrow, because I have nothing to do all day. Huh. Yeah. So yeah, good stream, good times, good vibes. About to be some good ass vibes tomorrow because I'm gonna play either Lunacid or like Backpack, that Backpack game, Battle Pack or something. Battle Pack Masters. What is it called? Backpack Battles. Yeah, Backpack Battles. That seems like a fun game. And one of the real reason why I want to play Backpack Battles, because I saw Fauna play it. Literally. Fauna's my G. Her and bro, I've been watching so many VTubers. It's actually crazy, bro. You know what? I'll play some right now. Nothing's stopping me. I'll just play some Backpack Adventure Battles. Oy. Okay. So, what I hear about Backpack Battles is that it's like super auto pets. Sick. Okay. Sick. Alright. Nice. Oh, QQ. Very popular Chinese media service. I should probably change the name of the stream, but... Alright, let's try and get familiar. Checking the material inventory. Okay, off the bat. Alright, every 5 seconds heal for 4 and regenerate 1 stamina. Food triggers 10% faster for each food of a different type, not a banana. Walrus tusk. Start a battle, gain 1 spike. Spikes deal 1 damage per stack when being hit with a melee weapon up to 100% of the damage. How much gold do I have? 10. Okay, well, let's buy this. More storage space is always pog. And healing herbs. We'll buy the shield. Cheaper anywhere. Shut the hell up. We'll buy a shield and a sword. Yeah. Recipes. Oh my god, what the fuck? Push items in storage. For friendship and money. Alright, Nauro, prepare to get your ass beat. Damn, got clapped. Easy dub, easy dub. Stone can only be thrown once per turn. Block. Wait, can only be thrown on hit, destroy 3 shield. Block, absorb 1 damage per stack. Garlic. Oh, it's a food. Every 4 seconds, gain 3 block, okay? 80%, 30% chance to remove 1 vampirism from your opponent. Neat. Broom. Blueberries. Gain 1. If you have at least 10, gain 1 of these instead. Luck. Increase accuracy by 5%. Mana resource used by magic items. Food. Triggers 10% faster for each. Okay. You know what? Sure. Let's do that. And we can reroll. That's a whetstone. Weapons plus 1 damage. We have 4 gold. It's better to probably buy the whetstone. Is there a way to reorganize it so that, yeah, like that? No, wait. How do we rotate like that? Okay. Haha! There we go. See, look at that. We want this later. How does stamina work? Weapons have an associated stamina cost. Okay. Giving a big whop from me. Thank you, sir. Ooh, e-girl. So you can have like a food build, I'm assuming. Sale, health potion. Potion I've been consumed. Okay, I don't really give a fuck. Alright, we definitely want this. Gloves of Haste. Items trigger 20% faster. Slots marked with stars will become this when affected. Okay, cool. Don't care. I think I'll look for a whetstone. Alright, there's a whetstone. Hero sword. There we go. We have no money. What is this? Dagger. On stun triggers extra attack. Don't care. Rotate items to fit them in your backpack or to apply their effects however you want. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Keep the thing do it for you. Oh, Nihongo. What is this? Gain 1 gold. This guy's real lucky. Don't matter to me though. I'm the GOAT. Hey, Master Sword. Hero Sword. Weapons gain +2 attack. Gain 5% crit chance for each clover. I'm assuming that's clover. Repeatedly, slots marked. Okay. Hammer. Okay, so I guess I'll go with a luck build. Yep, definitely gonna go for a luck build. Items gain 5 crit chance for each. This. Luck increases accuracy by 5% per stack. Affected items. Alright, so items gain 5% crit chance for each one. Alright, we're gonna get that. And we'll get the piggy bank because we have the room. Do we save golds per round? Yes, it does. Okay, let's just... Okay, we're gonna get this immediately. Put that there, actually. And let's go. For friendship and money. Yes. Shovel and a spear. This guy's rocking 3 weapons. Doesn't matter to me, I'm still kicking your ass. Okay, never mind. No, I am. Ah! What the fuck? That's fucked up. Weapon crits. Next attack with bow and arrow hits twice. Ooh, that's a lot of space though that I don't have. Let's reserve this and try and find... Oh, here. Let's put this down there. So I should have enough space if I do a bunch of rearranging. For this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, actually need 1 more. Oh! While I'm at it, I'll get that. What's this? Gemstone. Ooh, a sail. Put that there. we could do this. Put one here. Then we're gonna get that. Let's go. You fear your shiny stuff. Sup? Oh, lucky pig. The hell? Look at mine, don't got that. Well, this guy's out of stamina. What a nerd. Get fucked. That's why he's the GOAT. Oh my load. Load. Is that a Starbucks cake pop? Okay, we're gonna actually do this. No, we're not. I need just the room to buy the bow and arrow. How much gold do I have? I'll just buy the bow and arrow now. And now we have to figure out how the hell I'm gonna rearrange all this shit. Oh, let's put that there. Oh no, wait, we want that next to that. We want this next to the weapons. This we're gonna put here. Oh, do we sell the shield? Shield is kind of clutch, though. Ah! You know what? Yeah, we kind of have to sell the shield. Yeah, okay, it's still in the range of the acorn. Sick. Alright, cool. I think this is the best we can do right now. Yeah. Weapon crits. Next attack with bow and arrow hits twice. Yeah. So this we also want. Where items trigger 5% faster up to remove one. Oh, wait. No. Actually, we'll probably get this. Go for the mana. And then we'll save our money. Yeah, sure. Ah, the power of capitalism. I too love money. I don't know what this is. He has regen and mana. Doesn't matter to me, baby. I got the crits. Get fucked, nerd. Ooh, what's that? Alright. Shop entered. Gain 1 gold. Start a battle. Gain 2. This. Chance-based effects of the star item are more likely to trigger. 5% crit chance. We want to do that. Probably want to move that there. Do this. Wait, what? We can move. That'll affect those, that'll affect those. Ripsaw Blade. On hit, remove 2 spikes and 2 regeneration. What about this? Holy Armor. Another acorn color. Gain 55. Wow. Cleanse. Wow. That's strong, but it also is humongous. Ripsaw Blade. I think I'm fine. Shield of Valor. Ooh, Goobert. I'll take a Goobert. Go to the squad, buddy. Heals for activation. Okay, we're gonna put you there for now. Like, reorganize everything. Alright, let's put that there. What is it? 5-star item, activation seal for 11. 5. Right. We want to probably... This thing is really annoying right now. Oh. Cool. Steel Goobert? What's that? Let's go. Bing Wop. Yeah. Oh, Kara Goobert. And a normal Goobert. Joke's on you, though. I got the crit bonus. Let's go! What? Alright. 5-star items, activation, weapons, gain +2 attack, gain 14. Alright, so we can move that now. You want to keep these attached. The problem is this goddamn bow. He's here. That won't help me. Is that there? Gosh darn it. Okay, what if I... There we go. Hunter. Alright. Weapons deal 30% critical damage. They remove 5 armors on crit. Item activation, 50% chance to gain... Okay, so that's actually perfect with this. That pairs really nicely with the Lucky Pig. Lifebinder, start off gain 1 mana and 1 heart. I'm gonna get this because it's cool. That doesn't count. Okay, cool. Oh, we want the weapons on a line. I'll put that there. This sword is actually dog water. I'll put it in garbage. Items inside. Another bow and arrow. Mana orb. If you have 10, gain 1 of those instead. Okay. We'll do that. So we do want another weapon. A second bow and arrow. We could put... We don't really have the room for it, though. Heroic potion. Dragon skin boots. Gives you luck. I think another fanny pack, though, is more valuable. Not blueberries. That's the problem, though. I don't know if there's any other good food. Alright, we want a new weapon. This is what we want. A lightsaber. We'll take it. Because I know that there's a Goobert that takes the lightsaber. Falcon Blade. Oh wow, this guy has some nutty healing. And nutty damage. Jesus Christ. Attacks twice. What the fuck? Blood Amulet is also a Goobert thing. Alright, let's roll for a Goobert. Hungry Blade. You know what, actually, let's use this for now. Alright, there. Actually, the Goobert doesn't gain anything, so if we actually move him there, put that there. a 3. Is there any way for me to gain a 3-star? Or like a 3-wide thing? Wait, weapon crits. So we would want it like this. Problem is like Goober, he ain't chillin'. I can't put the goo boy in. Patooey. What if I... All that. Then Goober can get in here. But then we don't get the effect. And also this is no longer in the sight of this. Alright, everything should be based off of that. We'll do this. No, we'll do this. Put this here. And that still doesn't work well. Because now our banana isn't... Alright, we're gonna go back to what we had before. I think these blueberries are kind of stupid. I just realized. Bad investment. How the hell am I gonna get Goobert back in? Goobert's kind of clutching up. Putting the goo boy in. Nope. Kinda need the banana. Regenerate stamina. Oh, we kinda need that. That's pet. I kinda want that. I wanna see what it does. Let's see if we can get a Goobert. Nope, what the fuck is that? Practically large greatsword. Well, you have at least 8 in power, decrease stamina usage. Okay, so that's like an empower build. How the fuck do we fit the sword in? Oh! There! Now the ring... Oh, and... Oh, my lord, it worked out. How much is this? This is 4. Better to just cram that in there. Right. Let's cook. Oh my god, I'm gonna get my ass blasted. Okay. Not horrendous. I am getting my ass blasted. Not as badly as I thought. Okay, this guy's building luck out the wazoo. Why? Come on! Oh, 3! Why did that person have so much luck? Goober's also back. Pog. Okay, we don't have the goddamn space for Goober, so... Oh, fuck. Okay, this looks so ugly. Let's put our gooey boy down. Yeah, there's so much wasted space right now. It's actually crazy. Let's put... Oh my god, I spent all my goddamn money. Alright, well, we have a lot more space. So we're gonna do this. Put our gooey boy up there. Put the bananas right there. We're gonna reserve that. I'm gonna buy another clover. Because we need it. And we'll save our gold. Actually, I can fit the light sword in there. Or lightsaber, sorry. Piercing arrow. Okay, this holy armor's kind of kicking my ass. Guy does not have good stamina though. Oh, I think I'm gonna lose. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. Come on. Come on. Let's go! Woof. Alright, Goobert. Get your ass in there, boy. Blood, Goobert. The blood. Alright, let's re-roll for another gooey boy. Nope. Or carrots. Carrots work too. Fanny pack will take it too, actually. Carrots and Goobert. And we're out of gold. Can I cram the sword in here somehow? I don't think I can. No, I can't. I move gooey boy? No. Shame. Oh, no, wait, I can. I did it. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go. Big whop. Alright, I have 2 hearts. Okay, he has some gooey boys too. He also has a big mana build here. Doesn't matter though, because we the goat. Okay, it matters. Out of stamina. What the fuck? No! No! We were doing so well. We were doing so well. Oh my god! Clutch out the fucking wazoo there. Thank Christ. And we got the Blood Goobert. Alright. Start a battle. Gain 2 Vampirism. 6-star item activation. Steal 10. Plus your Vampirism life. Alright, this bow is kind of fucking me up. But it's also integral to my build. So we live with it. This banana, on the other hand, has got to go. Where the hell are these carrots? Use 3 to gain 2 damage. On miss, gain 3. I think... Yeah, light Goobert is what we want, and the fencing sword is going to replace that. If we... No, even if we... Okay, we want the carrots. Okay. Let's go. They will fear my... Okay, this person's not fearing my shiny stuff. They look like they are goated. Oh, I got poison. Yeah. I got too many weapons. Light sword's gonna go away though. I'm probably gonna get rid of the hungry sword. And another Goobert. Love to see it. Light Goobert, you get the fuck out. You get the fuck in. Now we're hunting for the carrot. Come on. Come on. Please. Dear God. Please, I don't want a Goobert. Actually, yeah, I do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Okay, well. Item heals for 20 and inflicts that. Okay, we want to do this. Oh shit. only one of them can activate. Unless I do this. Yes. That's what we're gonna do. Fill the blank areas with these, and then the carrot. Let's hope to God we win. By the power of capitalism. Damn right, sir. By the power of my love. Okay, come on. Okay, it's not looking too good. It's not looking hot. It's looking very not hot. I'm just gonna kind of hope that they run out of stamina and we can catch up. Nope. Damn. Oh man, 8 wins, bro. That's pretty fire. Thanks for playing. Oh. Damn. That's a pretty decent run for my first go. Fly a Garrick and a dagger. Bronze. Alright, let's try a ranked game. You'd come back. I was worried. Gloves of haste, a banana. Items trigger 20% faster. Spike. Alright, we'll take that. Let's take this. Take this. Give them a big wallop. Whoop is such a weird word to use there. Why not use the word wallop? Wallop is, like, actually fitting. Okay, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Never mind. Am I? I'm not. Easy dub. Okay, we're gonna get the lucky pig off rip. So that's for a food build. That's if I'm dealing with a lot of armor. That's for vampirism. Okay. Healing herbs and not really. Fanny pack, yes sir. We're gonna look for another. Okay. So we got these gooberts. We got this. This is the falcon. That's the falcon. All right. That's definitely like hero sword in a pan. Let's try and go for that. That'd be cool. We're gonna go for Goobert again. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna goob. We're hunting for it. We're gonna need that. If we're gonna goob, we're gonna need that if we're gonna goob. We don't need that if we're gonna goob. Yeah. They will fear your shiny stuff. Hopefully they'll fear more than my shiny stuff. Oh, brother's dual wielding the bananas. Yeah, this is not looking rough. I'm not looking good. Yeah, he's gonna outlast me. Yeah, gonna get outlasted. Oh, no, never mind. 1 health dub. Love to see it. Alright, we got the lucky pig, and we're just gonna buy a fuck ton of. Got a shit ton of space and a lot of love in our heart. Man, this person, not a big fan of attacking or using their stamina. Okay, cool. Lucky pig, let's go. So we need the master sword, which we need 2 whetstones for. Chance to stun. We'll take the hammer for now. We also need these carrots. Nothing here. And nothing really here. Take for friendship and money. Okay. Oh gosh darn it, hero sword. Out of stamina? Oh, too many weapons. I should get rid of one of the swords. That's my downfall currently. Too many weapons. You get the hell out. Goobert. Nope. Goob. Yes. And yes. Oh my god, and yes. How much? Sell for 2? We need it for the wet sword though. We're gonna goob. We're gonna goob so fucking hard. There we go. Alright. This guy's also setting up. Oh, I just realized this. Really, still no stamina. Jesus, this hammer is really annoying. Alright, yeah, we're losing hard right now, but it's all gonna be worth it. I'm gonna goob all over the place. Whetstone. Whetstone. You'll do. Please. I beg you. No. Oh my lord. I'm gonna get so fucked up. How about I do this? Wait, there is a way to do this. I can figure it out. Yes. Like this. No. How do I... There has to be a way to do this. I have so much space. But then that's not hitting that. God damn it. You know what? Screw it. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let's get going. Let's cook. Jesus Christ, this person is Gambit, basically. And they're kicking my ass. Okay, this is extremely sad. I'm trying to build for Goober, and it's just not happening, Chief. Like, I don't have the frickin' whetstone. What do I do? Stamina very high. Why? Yeah, that's very sad. 0. Sag. Alright, my goal before I go to bed, I want to get a gold Goobert. Immediately. Yes. By the power of capitalism. I am very impatient. I lost? Big sad. Don't give a fuck. Give me my goo. I wanna goo! I'm gonna goo so goddamn hard. I don't need any of that shit. For friendship and money. Yippee! Yeah, another L. I don't care. Give me that Master Sword, bitch. We're gonna take that because we actually really need it. Hungry Blade, don't care. I just realized that is reserved. Weapons gain +2, okay. about fuck off? How about I don't care? Ever think about that? Let's go. Yeah, fear my shiny stuff, like my Master Sword. I should catch it up here. Yeah, easy. Alright, carrot, we're gonna take. This is on sale, we're gonna take. Yes. And now we're gonna have to buy that and then a weapon. So we're gonna hope to Christ we get a weapon next turn. Because we're gonna be absolutely defenseless. Oh, it increases accuracy. I thought it increased crit chance. Oopsies. We're gonna goob so fucking hard. There we go. Steel goob. What does it do? Weapons gain +2 damage, gain 14 block. So say 14 steel. Second carrot. And we'll take. We're gonna take the spear. Each free slot in front of it. Okay. Well, then, if we're doing that. God. Okay, at least it's one. It's better than nothing. Alright, we want a Goobert. This is a no. Yeah. I'm relying too much on Gooberts. I need better damage and more space. Oh, you're on the squad. We're probably gonna lose, realistically. I go too hard looking for the things I like instead of setting up an actually decent like game plan off rip. Yeah, same problem there. I'm still gonna go until I get the gold Goobert. Stone. Alright. Let's get a second sword. Alright, let's save the money. Yeah. Easy dub. Good setup at the start. A shield would really make it overpowered.
It will really help, like, survivability. I think I'll go until 4. Take a carrot, definitely. Alright, whetstone. Desperately want. Pan. Want to get that master sword, baby. Oh, just pure DPS. Okay. Alright, we can get that master sword now. Definitely. We'll save the rest. Still medium, but got that damage, baby. Fuck you and your rocks. And the master sword. Second carrot. Clover, don't really care. Use damage taken. Okay, that's 7 cost though. Good value. Is it good value? Yeah, we get extra gold. I said a good investment. Wait. This should be a dub. Okay, maybe not. Nope, not even close. I need to goob. I need to goob. Yeah, we need some armor. Mana orb, this is on sale, I'll take it. No goob. Big sad. Another easy L. Sag. Yeah, it's an L. Spiked shield. That spike shield diff. Okay, so realistically, what's the build I'm cooking with? I don't even know. I have 2 gold, this costs 2 gold. I'm doing it. There we are. A lot of, oh, I should just get rid of this instead of trying to have both of them. Yeah, because then I could get more attacks off with the other weapons. Again, still looking for the goob. Empower. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. I don't know if the Hungry Sword has anything to upgrade with. Definitely gonna do this though. Sale fanny pack. Another one? I'm good. Flute. Fanfare. Remove 1 stamina from your opponent. Increase cooldown by 0.8. 5 items in front after 5 activations of fanfare stun for 1 second. Big shield. I'll take it. It's exactly the price. It's pretty fucking big though. There we go. Lucky Spig. Le putain. I mixed French and Japanese there because I'm so multilingual. This is a dub. Let's go. Playing with 3 rocks. Questionable. What just happened? Oh, lucky pig. You have a 5% chance to resist poison for each nature item. For each nature item. Is this a nature item? No, I don't have any nature items. Oh no, wait, I do. Do that. Two vampiric things. No goob. Big sad. That's not very useful now due to the fact that we do not have the, we're not running a luck build. Potion belt. Sub blade. Wooden buckler. Protective purse. Sure. I'll spend 2 on that. Why not? Oh. He's gooing. He's goobing. Doesn't matter though. We clutch up. Bitch. Get fucked. What's this? Artifact stone cold. Can only be thrown once on hit, inflict 3 cold. Weapon hits, inflict 1 cold. Sick. I don't really give a fuck, but cool. That is strictly the best place for that. It's on sale. You can do this. Then, no. Again, 1 space is the difference. Oh, wait, there. We did it. Take one of these. Cool. Oh, great. Carrot Goobert. Got big on the frost, though. Yeah, wow, that went crazy. I think we want to make a bigger frost build then, because that's pretty good. Ooh, Thorn Whip. Stamina cost us 2. That's a lot. Yeah, that's not very valuable. We'll take one of these though. Other one? Pineapple to gain 1 spike and heal for 3. This is pretty good. We can move this. We can't. Move the shield, actually. Do this. 7? Okay, yeah, we can roll. Book of late. Mid, more like Book of mid. Bow and arrow, potion pack. Lightsaber. Inflict blind? Don't care. Also 1.2 mana cost. We're gonna look for quick attack weapons. 5, sheesh. Pain might be good since we're kind of going nature now. I don't know how we maximize the frost advantage. Yeah, this artifact Stone Cold is like fucking him up hard. Hey, another defense. Perfect. Again, not very useful. I guess carrots would be the counter to it. Oh, what's this? Mana orb? Nope. Yeah, sure. We don't have money that we don't know what to do with. Because this build is almost like perfect right now. I haven't caught an L in a long time. Yeah, like this guy. Nobody has carrots, so they just get like colded into oblivion. And then I have enough healing where I don't need to worry about much. A goober would be pog just to get the carrots out of my inventory. So, another defense. So, another defense. Gin lamp. Another defense. +1 for each. Sure, let's try this. 3 to 4. Oh, very high. Never mind. So that would double it. Double my stamina cost. We're still hunting for gooberts. The quest is not over. Just taking a slight detour. Okay, this might be the end. Never mind, we got the frost off. What's he applying frost? Oh, never mind. Holy shit. That person's DPS was nutty. Cool. Got a dragon. Next debuff inflicts your opponent instead of you. Sick. Welcome to the team, buddy. For each holy item. We have one holy item. But we'll take it. Probably get rid of the Hungry Blade. Or the Light Saber once we get to it. Yeah, here another example of just sheer tankiness giving us the W. There it is, lightsaber. Get rid of this. Pick up the lightsaber. Pick up a goober. This might actually come to it back to bite us in the ass. Because we're going to be losing 2 regen if we do it like this. Actually, if we do this, then we'll... Nope. Steel Goober? That's better, actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's another example. Just sheer tankiness, they don't have the DPS to go through us. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Okay. Jesus Christ. Take the win. Which is 40, or start survival mode. Survive 18 rounds. 4 left. Damn right I'm gonna do that. I'm not a bitch. So...
We got the steel goob. Which means we can afford a second weapon. I just realized that since it's holy, we should put it here. Right, we need to really rearrange our entire inventory right now. So we need to base everything around this holy armor. Like here, shield. On attack, melee, 35% chance. Give him 30% more block. This gets too holy. It's probably better to do this actually and put this sideways. Sword doesn't fit there though. That's probably better, eh? Put the goob. Weapons gain +2 damage. Yeah. There we go. And then we need to put this here. And this put here. Banana. Carrot. Carrot. That's the problem there. So we need to do this. So how else can we do this? That won't trigger. Okay. There we go. Vampirism. Okay. We'll get some space now. We can get a second goob. Yeah. Or maybe another holy. No, I need more space. There we are. More space. Hungry blade. We can get a second weapon, just like a dagger or something, to apply the effect. Second goober. Kind of already cooking. What would we like, goober? I just remembered that, and we're going to buy another lightsaber for next round. Okay. Yeah, our application of cold is too slow for us to really capitalize now. Okay. What does that mean? Heal for 20 and inflicts 6 blindness. Alright, we're gonna have to rearrange again. So if we can get... Alright, we're gonna get the dagger as well. Okay, we need to rearrange. Because we have 2 goobs, which means... I need to do like this. Vampirism can go there. Dagger. Problem is this now. Where can it go? I'm gonna lose the Yggdrasil leaf. Big sad. Also there. Like I can't even get the 2 carrots. I can get 1 carrot. Or just a banana. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Because this heals for 20, so... That's better. Like that. This is kind of dumb now, but... Damn, how the fuck do I do this shit? Oh, fuck, we want the weapon to be there. Yeah, that's how we want it. Okay, we basically maximize the space. We're gonna get more space later. It's probably the best we can do right now. Probably gonna get cooked, actually. Actually, no. We're cooking. Nice. That's a really good, really good round. Okay. What can I put there? Yeah. Oh, 0. Oh shit, I'm gonna get a second fucking dagger. These cooldown 3.5, 3.5, oh, 1.5. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm not talking that much now because I'm too focused on actually catching W's because I actually have a good thing going. We can chuck some of the smaller things away. It's better for that to be there. That to be there. Yeah, you know what? We have a good thing going. Don't want to fuck it up. It's just like a really tanky build right now. Just buy that. Yeah, really tanky build. Probably just want to get a second one of these artifacts. Yeah. Oh shit, we're actually losing. Poison Goobert. No! How dare you? Caused me to lose. Alright, back to the drawing board. Another Goobert. Kind of redundant now. We're too far deep into the game. I think a better weapon is what we're looking at. Second lightsaber. Out to the yeah. Yeah. Fuck it. Life Binder. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's 23. Oh, we got 12 dubs, so. Plus 30 rank. Let's go. Alright, we didn't get the golden or the rainbow Goobert, but instead we caught a pretty fat dub due to the fact that I have a massive brain and not because I was lucky and accidentally stumbled across a good build. Yeah, I'm gonna go now sleep because I am tired as shit, given the fact it is 2:31 a.m. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna be a better commentator and a better streamer. Also, because I'm gonna be playing a better game. No offense, Battle Packs. Lunacid, absolute goat. So see you then. Ciao.